Well, I didn't think we were nearly done, seeing as how these are usually 3 hours and it's only been two, so here we go.
LeChuck!
Guybrush!
I would have bet my good hand I'd never say this, but thank you
For what? I've caused you nothing but despair.
for taking the fall back there, and for exposing the voodoo lady. I don't know what to make of any of it, but now I can focus on saving Elaine and dealing with the pox.
It is the very least I could do. But be careful, Guybrush.
I'm always careful.
This from the guy who proposed to his wife with a cursed engagement ring you stole from my hold?
Is that a dig? Is the evil demon pirate LeChuck developing a sense of humor? This is weird. Really, thanks again.
You don't need to thank me, my friend. I merely spoke the truth. They say that truth is the greatest barnacle scrubber you know.
Where have you been? I thought you were with Elaine.
Well, after leaving Spinner Cave, Elaine and I set out to finish releasing all those monkeys I'd captured. After we were finished releasing the last of them, Elaine caught wind of your trial, went into a poxed rage, seized a passing clam schooner, and made a beeline for Flotsam Island.
That's my girl.
Needless to say, I took my own vessel and headed after her. But in the middle of the night, my ship was sunk by a rogue wave. I was washed up on an island of cannibals, from whom I deftly escaped, using many of the self-same skills you taught me back on the Jerkbait Islands.
You know, it's amazing how easily man-eating tribes can be reasoned with.
Knowing I needed to get here more than ever, I lashed together a few bits of cannibal leftovers and warthog sinew to build a makeshift raft. Unfortunately, that was soon eaten by the sharks.
Oh no!
So I swam. I swam as fast as I could for 3 days.
And arrived just in time to save me from the gallows. Nicely done, buddy. Kudos to your swim instructor.
I was fueled by the fire of our budding friendship.
Have you seen Elaine?
No, not since she left me in a poxed rage.
She's been doing a lot of that lately. So you haven't seen Elaine then?
I'm afraid not. She's quite a handful.
You're telling me. All those thwarted attempts to marry her might have been blessings in disguise, huh? I can't believe the voodoo lady has been pulling your ghostly slash demonic strings all these years.
It came as a shock to me as well. But her diary spells it all out. You, me, Elaine, we're all part of the voodoo lady's malevolent plans.
Malevolence is in the eye of the beholder, Guybrush Threepwood. I know this is difficult to understand, but things are not as they seem.
No, things seem remarkably convoluted, which is what I've come to expect from you.
I've always had your best interests at heart.
Well, what about my interests? Without your meddling, I could have lived a normal, happy pirate's life.
Ha! The destiny of LeChuck has never been normal.
How about the mountain of ice on the roller coaster of the damned? She was behind that?
Especially that.
I risked life, limb, and manatee to get La Esponja Grande, and it's a puny, worthless lump.
What?
Soak up the gargantuan wonder that is La Esponja Grande.
That is La Esponja Grande? But wasn't it supposed to hold infinite amounts of voodoo?
I know. What a crock.
The size of the sponge is meaningless. It is what you do with it that matters.
Oh, yeah?
Well,
you fight like a...
The sponge is still small.
Most unfortunate.
Okay.
Sit tight, buddy. Once I save Elaine, you're next.
Don't worry about me.
Hey, you!
Hello, Threepwood.
I did notice that in that last bit of the trial there, the music changed to Stan's theme, which was a nice touch. And now we got the voodoo lady touch. Just as soon as we started talking to her.
You sent me on a wild albatross chase for La Esponja Grande and promised me it would cure the pox. But after fending off sexually ambiguous merpeople, a giant manatee, and your crazy ex-boyfriend, what do I get for my trouble? This. Sorry excuse for a kitchen sponge.
La Sponja.
Ah, I noticed you strategically left out the Grande from this worthless piece of junk. Once it cured my piddly leftover pox, it didn't have enough mojo left to cure Elaine.
It's not worthless. It is merely young. It must be brought to maturity in order to reach its voodoo-absorbing potential.
Brought to maturity? How am I supposed to do that? Give it a talk about the sponge birds and sponge bees?
Like all infants, La Esponja needs nourishment. It must be fed 6 special voodoo courses to bring it to adult size.
What sort of meal is that?
A feast for the senses. The menu, Treepwood. Take it, and serve the sponge a meal unlike any other.
And then?
It will grow.
Hey, neat. There's a map of the Flotsam Jungle on the cover. No more listening to bees and birds and boars for this mighty pirate.
Yeah, but it looks like it's one of those folding maps. Feast for the senses. Voodoo feast and 6 courses guaranteed to embiggen the smallest beastie. The first course. Put on a napkin that's a sight. A garish cloth, grotesquely bright. Once completed, in order your wee beastie will grow in maturity. Okay. Nope. So maybe as soon as we get that, then I can click it and it'll fold?
Well, that's odd.
Why isn't it... So it's only folding in a few ways here. But like... No, I want it... There's not a crease there, apparently. So it's only that. Wait a minute. Oh man, I feel like this is really gonna be an issue here.
I better
Okay.
fold this up before I put it in my pocket. It's like a whole new map now.
Oh, wait a minute. It just folded the top down. Oh boy. Alright. That one's gonna be tricky.
Hey, you! Again!
Hello, Treepwood.
You've been lying to me about LeChuck all these years.
My ways are my own, Guybrush, but rest assured I have never lied to you.
You're lying right now! All this time, I thought LeChuck was an inhuman monster. Actually, he was an inhuman monster, but only because you made him that way.
Did I? Or was I merely playing my role in a much larger play?
Stop trying to confuse me. We're tired of being puppets in your chess game.
This is no game, Treepwood.
You corrupted LeChuck and sent him out to torment me and Elaine for years. I'll never trust you again.
I don't require your trust, Treepwood. Only your heroism.
About this feast for the senses,
What would you like to know?
the first course in the feast for the senses, the napkin. What's up with that?
The table must be set with an eye-catching napkin to entice the sponge's hunger.
Antipop. What? Why has all this been unlocked? I didn't...
The antipasta? Explain.
With the table set, a powerful aroma must encourage the appetite to grow.
I think my nose has been in shock since traversing the inside of a manatee.
I'm sure you will find something.
Can you tell me about the palate cleanser?
Before the main course, the palate must be scalded clean by a powerful taste.
Ooh, like grog?
No, not at all like grog.
Palate cleanser.
Something of such grand flavor as to send the senses back to square one.
Big flavor. Got it. It says here that course 4, the main course, is the 6th sense. That doesn't even make sense.
Ah, but it does. For where the other 5 senses are limited to the finite experiences of the present, the 6th sense satiates the appetite for the infinite possibilities of the future.
The future? How do I feed something the future?
You already hold the answer to that question.
This Sixth Sense business is all pretty abstract.
You must find something that will allow the sponge to sense the future. As I said, you already possess the key to finding it.
What about the dessert? This is one hungry sponge.
Ah, what is your favorite thing about dessert, Guybrush?
Running out before the check arrives?
No, it is the pleasurable shock of something different.
Shock, huh?
Ah,
Shock like a monkey?
so the sponge needs a big shock for dessert.
Yes.
It says the feast for the senses ends with a bellowing belch.
Do not worry about this. If you provide La Esponja the first 5 courses, the location of the final course will undoubtedly reveal itself.
Ah, my favorite type of responsibility. The one that takes care of itself. Alright, enough about
Okay.
the feast for now. I met Coronado de Cava.
My beloved, how was he?
Mad. Bipolar. Life ruined. Just another pawn sacrificed in your theater of the damned.
I never meant to cause him harm.
Sure you didn't. Come on, admit it. You were manipulating Coronado.
Coronado was never touched by my voodoo, even though he sometimes begged to be.
I'm not sure we're talking about the same thing anymore, so I'll just shut up. So, when I was with Decava, you might have felt something strange happen.
Ah, you are no doubt alluding to your brief possession of my physical form.
Ha! How did it feel to be the Manipulate Ted instead of the Manipulator for once?
It was curiously liberating.
You're weird. Have you seen Elaine? Of course, even if you have, I won't believe you.
So whether I have or have not does not matter.
Well, if you do, tell LeChuck and then have him tell me. And try not to get executed before I cure Elaine.
As you wish.
Alright, let's look at this thing again, because it only gave me the first clue. So how did he know about all the secondary stuff? I feel like that's cheating just a little bit. Okay, anyway. Moving on, I suppose. He's got new
Stan!
merchandise.
Threepwood! No hard feelings over all those various civil and criminal charges?
Water under the bridge.
Great.
A bridge with a fast-talking shyster/salesman dangling from it.
Still trying to make a buck on my recently cleared name?
Nah, I sold all that junk to that Doro sap. I've moved on to the next trial of the century. Flotsam Island versus LeChuck and the Voodoo Lady.
Yeah, how are sales going now?
Great! People can't get enough of the Voodoo Lady's murky moral ambiguity, mysterious, unexplored backstory, and her ample
La 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 la, I'm not listening, la la la.
voodoo charms. And as for LeChuck, well, let's just say the Lady Pirates love, love, love a tale of redemption. The whole bad boy made good angle.
Ah. Have the Voodoo Lady and LeChuck been put on trial yet?
Have they? It's the trial of the century.
Wait, I thought I was the trial of the century. E.
Yesterday's news, Threepwood.
So, what kind of case are you building against LeChuck and the Voodoo Lady?
Oh, I'm not prosecuting them. I'm defending them.
What? Why?
Why do I do anything, Threepwood? Money, pieces of 8, filthy lucre. That Voodoo Lady babe is loaded. Funny thing though, she only let me take the case if I defend LeChuck too.
Funny like a peg leg. What kind of souvenirs could you possibly be making out of the Voodoo Lady and LeChuck?
Oh, ye of little faith. Feast your eyes on the all-new People vs. LeChuck and the Voodoo Lady collection.
What's this?
That's a little decorative pin I've whipped up.
Trial of the Century 2. Electric Voodoo.
We're still working on a title.
What's that one?
That's our cursed cutlass of Kaflu Lechukdal. Press the button for its special transforming glow.
What's happening?
It's a little bright.
Yeah, we're still working out a few kinks.
What's that?
It's my entrancing Voodoo Lady dashboard good luck charm.
Disturbing.
So that glows. And so does the lamp that I've got. Are those connected?
On second thought,
Say no more.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to sell me your eye-bending jacket.
Give up my jacket? That'd be like Samson getting a buzz cut, or King Arthur losing Excalibur, or Bluebeard dyeing himself blonde.
Huh?
Without my jacket, my salesman mojo would wither away faster than a hothouse orchid in a pizza oven.
So that's a maybe? Sure you don't want to sell me your pupil-defying jacket? It's for a good cause.
This jacket stays with Stan until it literally falls off my back, Threepwood.
Have you seen my wife?
Have I? That crazy sea devil hit me up for one of my patented and perfectly passable porcelain power pirate treasure maps before hightailing it for the jungle. If we're lucky, that thing will keep her going around in circles for weeks.
Okay. I see. Hit the ropes.
Hey, WP. I told you I was innocent.
Well, bully for you! Meanwhile, we're still all poxed. There's a creepy voodoo priestess in my jail, and your wife's still threatening to sack our town. Truly, these are the best of times.
Looks like Ladies' Night has finally come to an end.
I'm thinking about canceling it in favor of something a wee bit safer. Like Ultimate Mumbly Pig Night or Amateur Tattoo Night.
Barkeep, I'd like to order a drink.
What'll it be?
How about another one of those Scab Island slings?
Coming right up.
What do you mean
Here
another
you
one?
go.
No, they got rid of that. Okay.
Hey, WP.
Anything else we can ask? No? Okay, I think we're probably done in here. Oh, wait a minute.
Fugu Jalokia. Seems pretty harmless.
I wasn't there before.
Are you pirate enough to take the Fugu Jalokia challenge?
Now we can probably go ask about that.
Hey, WP. Tell me about this Fugu Jalokia challenge.
Ah, a connoisseur of peculiar culinary delights, are we?
Yes?
Then you surely have heard of the Fugu Jalokia, the hottest pepper in this world or the next.
Oh, that Fugu Jalokia.
I acquired that specimen of the Fugu pepper many years ago from a three-legged bandit named Ort, winning it from him when I was able to place me tongue on the pepper for 10 entire seconds.
How eccentric.
Since that tongue-destroying day, I vowed to pass on the pepper to the first pirate who can successfully put his tongue on the Fugu Jalokia for 11 seconds.
Well, let's try it. I'm willing to bet I need to drink something.
Okay, Pepper, prepare to meet your master. Okay, mental note. The Fugu Jalokia is hot to the touch, too.
I see. So we still got the puddle.
Hey, Krebs.
What do you want?
You're not still upset about the whole hideously scarring your leg in a bid to seek unholy vengeance, are you?
All right, all right. Nothing new there.
Bye.
Out the door it is. No longer red carpet. I just noticed that. Ouch. What do you mean, ouch? How did we get... It's the carpet. He brought the carpet in. That's why I wasn't there before.
Guess they decided to put the rug inside after it was
So
cleaned.
that's the shock. It's not the monkey, it's this.
Whoa.
Static charged carpet.
Guess they decided
Okay,
to put the
yeah,
rug
yeah. Interesting.
Yow! Ooh.
Ooh. Dingly.
Okay, well, at least we know that.
Ouch!
We know that part is the carpet. I'll write that down. Okay. Nothing new here. Back to the other side of the island. Just, no, Guybrush. Point in the right direction, please.
Who go? Oh, it's you.
How's the pox of LeChuck treating you?
Oh, it's not so bad. I mean, there is the incessant drive to commit acts of monstrous evil, of course. It's a bit of a drag on the social life. But my pillaging swing has never been better. So, I guess you could say it's a bit of a wash.
It's not. That's
Tell
not
you
new.
one thing,
All right. That's not new.
No hard feelings about being humiliated in open court?
No worries, mate. I've been humiliated so often it's kind of second nature to me by now.
Great.
Besides, I didn't really think it was much of a case anyway. But that Stan fella, he seemed to think I could make a pretty piece of it off of your untimely execution. So I figured, what the heck?
Can I go back in? I think I left several useful items in there.
Court is adjourned until the new defendants prepare their cases.
Okay. And he just awkwardly walks away from him again.
Nice to see they updated their motto.
I don't suppose we can use that as our piece of cloth.
What was that? Huh. Something sure shoved a short sword up his aft sail.
Indeed. Curious.
Hello there, uninformed man on the street.
What do you want?
Are you as scandalized as I am by this trial?
I'm just glad that scum-sucking LeChuck and that scum-sucking voodoo lady will finally be brought to justice.
Gee, you suck a little scum and everyone wants your head. Have you seen my wife?
Does she have red hair, green eyes, and a mole in the shape of a cocker spaniel on her left thigh?
Yes.
Nope, haven't seen her.
Why did someone order all those tubes?
I told you not to ask me that!
Okay.
See ya.
So it's just fun of messing with a pirate. Okay. It's still weird that all this molten stuff is lying around.
Hi there, Double Peg. Have you seen my wife?
I tore through here like a cat out of hell, off into the jungle.
What exactly are you doing?
Trying to figure out why poor Miss Pretty Whiskers won't move for me.
She's probably just not getting enough iron in her diet. I forgot the tale of the jungle beast.
None have seen the jungle beast, but 'tis the scariest, foul-smellingest.
Yeah, skip to the end.
The meat disappears from the altar without a trace.
Good story.
Okay.
See ya.
Okay, burning grease. Willing to bet now we can go into to Singe's shack here. I guess it's not really a shack.
What the? Morgan! What happened?
Went to get your hand.
You didn't have to do that.
Had to pay you back for all the trouble. Found Jacques. He told me.
What?
He told me.
What? What did the monkey tell you?
Well, that's unexpected.
A few moments later.
Singe.
This must have been broken in the fight between Morgan and Singe. I hope the Vole escaped. Auto trepanation helmet.
I'm not sure we want to do that.
Ow! What? My thumb. God, that blah.
Ah! We make our tongue numb. Of course. Well, okay. We'll come back to this later. If I can get out of this helmet, I cannot get out of this helmet. Alright, fine. Let's go get this thing right now.
Ow! What? My thumb.
Alright. Run, Guybrush. Not the back room. Get out of here. We'll come back later. I wonder how long this lasts. I do miss having a map that I can just click on and he'll go to those places. Or even do like Monkey Island 1 where there were doors that you could shortcut to the other side of the map. That'd be nice. Get in the goddamn door.
Captain Threepwood, what can I do you for? What's that? You want to take the Fugu Jalokia challenge? Why didn't you say so? Have at it, Captain.
Okie doke.
God, that blah.
No way am I picking up that pepper with my bare hands again.
Right. Damn it. Forgot. Well, why can't you pick it up with the hook?
Ah, now that's using your mighty pirate brain, Threepwood.
Except that now my damn...
Ouch.
Yeah. So now I gotta go back and do it again.
Ouch!
God, that's annoying. If I could just click to get me over there. And then just go back and forth. I don't think it's timed. I think it's that I tried to pick it up with my hand, and that canceled the tongue thing. So what I got to do is pick it up with the hook, and then his tongue will stay numb.
What happened to Morgan's body?
She wasn't dead. Which makes sense because that sword was shoved all the way to the hilt, and then, like, she was laying on the floor, so where the hell did it go? And there's no blood.
Ow! What? My tongue!
Okay. Now that one was perfectly timed. We lost a little bit of the dramatic because we already knew what the machine was going to do to his head, but what the hell is this angle? What is that? Is that supposed to be the moon? What is this camera angle? How did this happen?
Captain Threepwood, what can I do you for?
Okay.
What's that? You want to take the Fugu Jalokia challenge? Why didn't you say so? Have at it, Captain.
All right. So, inventory, grab the hook, grab the pepper.
Well, bust my balustrades. Well done, Captain Threepwood. You've conquered the Fugu Jalokia and have won the right to keep it as your own.
A clean living and a healthy I probably got permanent glossal damage, but it was totally worth it to get my hook on that pepper.
Right. Okay, so that little detour. Let's go back and stick needles in our brain again, I guess. God, I wish there was a faster way to do this. And then I have to actually go out into the jungle and use that map and figure out how that works. But anything I can get... It is the moon. So the texture just didn't come up or something and it was showing black. Okay. You know, there is an actual lot of stuff in here.
Did Desinge murder you too?
I was hoping we could grab that.
It looks like Desinge is using my hand to make something called the Jus de Vie.
3 firkins.
The Vacalian wind control device? What is that creep doing with it now?
Useless for Guybrush.
That doesn't look good.
It looks like Desinge is using my hand to make something
So,
called the Jus de Vie.
3 firkins, the hand, not enough. 23,000 firkins from Guybrush. That seemed to also not be enough.
Vacalian wind
So,
control device? What is that creep doing
Elaine?
with it now?
He'll use Elaine next, and then what is this? Pianos? I wish we could just look at the damn... Oh.
That doesn't look good.
So,
It looks like
Oh my
Desinge
God.
is using my hand to make something called the Jus
figure
de
1,
Vie.
figure 2. So 2 pianos and whatever machine that is over there. I don't know. We'll decipher it later, I'm sure.
Lepidoptera flotzimus accelerus. Like many of its more common cousins, the sharp-toothed flotsam island moth has a penchant for noshing on articles of clothing. Where Flotzimus accelerus differs is in the pain of its bites, which can be quite annoying,
and the rapidity of its meals. A swarm of flotsam moths can strip a man down to his undergarments in mere seconds, assuming the notoriously finicky moths approve of his wardrobe, of course.
Interesting. Let's read that again.
Lepidoptera flotsamus accelerus. Like many of its more common cousins, the sharp-toothed flotsam island moth has a penchant for noshing on articles of clothing. Where Flotsamus accelerus differs is in the pain of its bites, which can be quite annoying, and the rapidity of its meals. A swarm of flotsam moths can strip a man down to his undergarments in mere seconds, assuming the notoriously finicky moths approve of his wardrobe, of course. I could try to mix up those chemicals, but I'd probably just end up exploding. And not in the funny way.
Okay. Shock pedals.
It'd take a 7-year correspondence course in mad sciencing before I'd even have a hope of fixing that thing. Vampiridae flotsamus sucrosus, the flotsam jungle firefly, are a common sight in flotsam's jungles, which they never leave. Although possessing no natural enemies, the Flotsamus sucrosus has a notorious sweet tooth, drawing it inexorably to bodies of sugar water.
There we go. So just like in Monkey Island 3, we have to make a lamp.
I don't think so.
Oh, come on. We gotta make a lamp out of sugar water and fireflies.
It's broken.
Go out to the balcony.
Refreshing.
Okay. All right.
Ow! What the...
Oh, that's not good. Okay, so I must not have a reason for that then. Not yet, anyway. It shrinks me down, but I don't have a reason to be shrunk down yet. But how am I going to get Chemical X? I need Chemical X to become a Powerpuff Girl.
I'm blind! Ugh.
Okay.
Ow! Whoa! Help?
I wonder if those are actually things I have use for. Banana what? Banana.
Darn, no more bananas. Curse you, banana god. It's locked.
Okay, so what have I got here? I've got the pepper. No. Look at the map again. First course is a napkin at the site of garish cloth. So okay, so that's got to be Stan. That's got to be his jacket. That's why we keep asking, "Can I have your jacket?" Right? So if the moths are what eat the cloth, do we have to threaten him with some moths? We got to go find that. Oh man, this cloth, this map is...
I better fold this up before I put it in my pocket.
Wait, what is this? Oh, I think I just inadvertently made the actual pathway that I need. All of these paths are complete. I think this is actually the thing. Once again, I've accidentally brute forced my way into a solution. Jungle entrance. So it didn't keep any... Oh, creepy shack. It did keep some of the locations, but not all of the locations. Let's go to the creepy shack. That's a nice touch that the fire on the dock is still burning, even in this little thing here. Oh, okay. Hold on. The game just crashed on me here. Oh. I haven't been saving. The game has auto been saving. So hopefully that's not too far back. Auto bin saving, is that what I just said? It's bin auto saving is what I meant.
I'm in danger.
Thanks. Okay, so we're back. Let me grab that. Okay. So it looks like I've got that stuff. The map has not been folded, but it saved as soon as I walked out here. So it looks like it was only a few minutes or a few seconds back. Yeah, so I've got the pepper, so it's saved after that, but it didn't save the folding of the map. So I'm not going to fold the map just yet. I'm going to see if maybe that was a problem. Either that, or it might just be walking to that shack. I mean, let's see. Maybe this is a mistake? One way to find out. Okay, well, I don't know. Something... Nope. Oh, it crashed again. It crashed again. So, that's not cool. Let me, well, let me try exiting out of Steam. Let me try closing Discord. Open this back up. So, I wonder if it's the fast traveling or if it is just that area. It's not good. If it's that area, it means we're gonna have difficulty finishing the game here. So let me just try and go naturally, walking into the jungle. Okay. No, it just crashed again. Something. It doesn't like the jungle. Let me look. Let me see if there's a forum post about this. Tales of Monkey Island. Chapter 4. Crash in Jungle. Bug, Chapter 4. Just after the Chapter 4, the game bugs when I enter into the forest. No, depending on the road I take, the only place I move in the forest is the entrance. I have the same problem. I found a solution. Go inside the Chapter folder, in the Pack folder, add the extension onto the files. Take the same file name with the extension and add all at the end. Rename other file. What? Deleting the file. Flotsam Jungle at night. Runs off chore was not sufficient to solve the Desinge problem. I also had to remove the following files from Guybrush Desinge dialogue. This is talking about removing a lot of files. Okay. Let me look up Telltale Community here. Play Chapter 4. After the trial, game crashes whenever I walk to the jungle. German site delivers a solution. Okay, so it's talk. See, so this one talks about it's the Jungle Knight dialogue file. But then these guys say you need to remove like 4 different things. I don't feel like removing files is going to be good, though. Surely removing dialogue options is going to hurt my ability to finish the game. Go into the chapter folder in the pack folder and add the extension old to the files. Take the same file name with the extension and add old at the end. What the? This doesn't fucking make sense. This person. So if you erase that data, so if I just move that file, I'm just going to look for that file. I'm not going to delete it because I feel like it's asking for trouble. Go to the pack. Flotsam. I'm assuming a DLG file is a dialogue file. That just seems like the thing. So we will move it. Actually, let me just move it out of that folder instead of doing that. Alright, let's try this again. It looks like there might be up to 4 files I have to do this with. And again, I cannot see how removing files is going to make the game completable, but here we go. Make sure everything's in there. Alright. Well, we might have to cut this one short here until I can figure out how to finish the game. But, Let's just go to the jungle entrance first and see.
18, 19, 20, and X marks the... When I get me hands on that plaid-coated scallywag, I'm gonna rip off his waving arms and beat him to a briny pulp with them. What are you looking at?
The secret to eternal life.
Le spectre de Grand César!
Doesn't look like Elaine's in any immediate danger. Hopefully she won't commit any unforgivable atrocities before I finish enlarging my pox-curing sponge.
Okay. Well, so far so good. Pistalibre's journal. Despite repeated efforts to lace bait with tracking elements, Beast's spoor remains indistinguishable from the jungle floor. If only the beast left a path as bright as Flotsam's beautiful jungle fireflies. Wait, what's that smell? Okay, so we need to use this. The firefly thing is how we're gonna deal with finding the beast, I guess. Okay, we're at the well. I really ought to probably break out that map.
The tide must be high. I can almost reach down and touch the well water.
Almost, you say?
I better not. The well water could get the insides all rusty.
Yeah, but that's kind of Guybrush. So I'm guessing we do that here. That we get water into here, mix it with sugar, and the glowing of the lamp. Although there's the LeChuck doll that glows too. All right, let's actually no. Stop that nonsense. So with the well, where am I trying to go? So I guess if I go left, we hit the skull, who's the skeleton dude, right? Then we can go here. That'll get me to the shack. Now let's try it. Nah, not that. Okay, so here's the skeleton dude. I really ought to just write this map down for my own sake. Then go right, and then up. So once we get to the squiggly deal, then we can get to the shack that way. I did notice fireflies before the game crashed.
Bet that's the sacrificial altar of the jungle beast that Hemlock was rambling about.
And there's the swirly stone.
What in the name of Bluebeard's hair dye?
Hey, no poaching. I have called dibs.
I think I may be lost. Shouldn't there be a creepy voodoo shack right about there?
There was, until they came to arrest that pox-spreading voodoo lady.
What happened?
First came the flames. Poor Senor Nipperkin went up like St. Elmo's fire. Then she emerged from the conflagration, mumbling ancient curses with every regal step. I never forget the baleful stare she fixed me with as she was led away. A look condemning me to a lifetime of suffering, shame, and regret.
Spooky.
And if that wasn't bad enough, I haven't found one bit of cool voodoo stuff in the wreckage. Come on!
Mob justice can be so unfair.
Okay, well.
Even when it's burned to the ground, the voodoo lady's shack is still creepy.
So, here's the moths.
Looks like the light of the shack's embers has attracted a swarm of jungle moths. That probably explains what happened to the voodoo lady's rug.
Anything else? Partially digested
What a
rug.
shame. That rug really tied the shack together.
Can I take the rug? Probably not. So let's try using this lamp then on the moths, and not the fireflies.
Whoa! Uh-oh. Looks like these finicky moths won't eat a jacket that's encrusted with bacon grease, fish water, and manatee guts. Lucky me.
Okay. Well, so that gives me some moths to take possibly to Stan. And there's the edge of the map. Alright, let's go back to the dock. Go back to the dock. I guess he's running. Don't crash, don't. Okay, Jesus. That made me nervous. Alright.
It's a good thing those fashion-conscious moths don't appreciate my clothes, or my pockets would have more holes than the Albert Hall. Alright, little fellas, check out these high-def duds. Well, that's just great. The lamp's dead. At least Stan's sign is keeping the moths from returning to the jungle.
Yes, convenient. Oh, then we hit the voodoo doll.
I have no desire whatsoever
No,
to see
no,
Stan's
no,
living
no,
arrangements.
no. Turn on the damn doll.
Stan,
Guybrush, old pal.
can I take another look at your voodoo lady and LeChuck Gewgaws?
Can't keep your eyes off him, huh?
What's that one?
That's our cursed cutlass of Cthulhu LeChuck doll. Press the button for its special transforming glow.
What's happening?
It's a little bright.
Yeah, we're still working out a few kinks. Hey now, what's this? A fuzzy flying fan club? Ah! Hey, knock it off, you nutty nibblers! That hurts! Sweet fancy Moses! Ow! 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 Ouch! Well, that was one heck of an experience, eh, Threepwood? It's a good thing old Stan always keeps a few spare jackets in the back office, or I'd be defending my clients in the Altogether. Say, that's not a bad idea. Stan S. Stanman, naked attorney at law. You've got nothing to hide, and neither does he. No time to chat, Threepwood. I've got business cards to print.
Alright. So we've got the cloth.
Sweet. Even though it's been reduced to rags, Stan's jacket is still a sight to make eyes sore.
I wonder if this is bugged too. I wonder if these are actually supposed to say something and they're not.